Hello folks, this is Retro Plastic Gaming Live, and today we're going to be playing Donkey Kong Country 3 for the Super Nintendo. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and erase file 3, that's going to be our file for this. So let's go ahead and name it after the page. There we go, RPG. Not the whole game. We're gonna do this in broken up increments. What's up, everybody? Now, if you guys missed out on previous plays of the two prequels of this, we did that already. If you guys want to go to our YouTube channel, we have them uploaded. I do like Kiddy Kong, he's alright. I would like to see him in another Donkey Kong game grown up. Hey, what's up, Art? Crash Bandicoot, he's been back, dude. The Insane Trilogy. We're gonna ride a elephant. Hey, Christopher, what's going on? Art Tell? Oh, okay. Dark Souls of platforming. I'm actually pretty good at Crash Bandicoot, though. Hey, what's up, Gabriel? Never played this? Well, it's different. It's not like the first two. Let's just say there is a lot of different tasks that you have to do in the game in order to complete it. And sometimes those tasks are not exactly fun. Why? Fuck. Oh, thanks, Peter. Well, I didn't say I didn't like this game. Nobody asked me what my opinion of this game was. I just said the gameplay is different from the previous installments. I mean, honestly, like, this game's awesome for what it is, but like, there's a couple of things in here like I question like their motivation behind it, because I feel like the creative team that worked on this game, there's a couple of things I would have if I had worked on the team, I would have challenged them on. Only because I would have been like, well, that doesn't seem very Donkey Kong-like. But other than that, I mean, it's a pretty solid platformer. It doesn't really contribute to the story of the conflict between Donkey Kong and King K. Rool. So that's why I have an issue with it, because it doesn't contribute to that. So other than that, like, it's a good game. It's a long game. That's probably why, Peter. Do I remember? Maybe. I think we can roll on him. And the blue, he's actually not a monkey, he's an ape. But yeah, I know that you can roll him and jump on him. And you can roll him like a barrel. Oh my glob. I don't know if this was considered a filler game till the next one, because the next one was Donkey Kong Country, well, Donkey Kong 64, which was, Rare didn't really want to make it that way from what I heard from one of the Did You Know videos on the internet. They said that they wanted to make it more like Donkey Kong Country side-scroller, but Nintendo was very hell-bent on having 3D platforming, because they just sort of like, oh, everything's got to be 3D, everything's got to be 3D, so they pretty much made it like a Banjo-Kazooie clone, but it was Donkey Kong Country. So that's what we got, and like, it was good. I mean, I like every single Donkey Kong Country game, or in every single Donkey Kong game that they've released. I like them all. There's not been really... I haven't played Tropical Freeze, so I have no idea if I like it or not. I'm going to be getting it for my Wii U so we can have more games to play. But all I know is that after I finish this game, we're going to definitely get into doing Donkey Kong Country Returns for the Wii. So... then definitely get Tropical Freeze so we can... fuck me! So we can do them all. Well... Farrell, yeah, I kind of see what you guys mean. Why? Oh, thanks, Dakota. Thank you, everybody, for sharing this that have shared it. Share goes a long way. That's why I always ask, like, please share, you know. And for those of you guys that are new to us, thank you so much for joining us. We are Retroplastic Gaming, where we try to do at least 2 games a day. And we try not to get too far off track with gaming series that we're doing. Because currently now, I guess we started another gaming series, and well, I guess it's not too bad. We're finishing up Super Mario Bros. Wii U tomorrow. That's what it looks like. So then we'll have this game and Oracle of Ages to finish. So we should probably finish these 2 games before we get into too many more gaming series. I try and play at least 2 games a day. I'm going to try and bump it up to 4 games a day, but then we'll be playing at least less time of each game every day, which is, I hope you guys don't mind, so we'll have to cut down some of the gameplay time for each game for at least an hour and a half. And for 3 days a week, I'm going to, I'll pick the first game, and then the next 3 games you guys pick. I'm going to be creating a Patreon page so you guys can... help support us and also make claim on your time slot on one of the days. Hey Christopher, I'm gonna actually be making a group like, you know, a Facebook group, so you guys can talk amongst yourselves and I can post a schedule every day, so you guys can know when I'm going live and whatnot a little quicker. We have Alien vs. Predator for Super Nintendo, and it's a really awesome beat 'em up. Oh, that sucked. Well, what I was thinking about doing for the Patreon page is you guys can be like, hey, this day you're going to be playing, let's say for Monday, my first game, let's say it's a Mario game of whatever I pick to play for. That's a Mario game. Then the next 3 games is games that you guys can look through my game registry of what games I own, and you can be like, oh, okay, well, I'd like to contribute to you guys and have you guys play this game, and I have times available like 3, 4, or 5 o'clock, so I'll play each game for an hour for that specific day. I do not have Indiana Jones on the Nintendo 64, but I do have it for Super Nintendo. Hey, what's up, Mr. Hope? How you doing? For what console, Christopher? Because on the Super Nintendo, I love it. It's one of my favorite games I need to actually play for you guys. I also have Lego Indiana Jones. That one's fun too. I don't care what anybody says. I like Lego Indiana Jones for my PS2. My favorite animal buddy. I actually don't have one on here. Played Killer Instinct not that long ago. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on your comments right now. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it like that, Francis. Like the game that I start off with, I play it the longest, and then like whatever games that you guys pick about, like I play it for an hour. Like it doesn't matter what it is, even the RPGs. But like we may or may not be able to finish your RPG if that's the case. If you want us to be playing RPGs. But I figured for a specific time slot, like if you're wanting a specific time slot, like it wouldn't be that bad. Like for $40 a month, every day, let's say if you picked Monday, for $40 a month, you get 4 Mondays in a row on that specific month, and you get your specific time slot, and you can pick 4 different games or the same game to have us play every single week for you. And it can either be done live or specifically recorded and put up to YouTube. Like if you wanted to do it live, then you'll have a time slot for live, or if you want us to do it for YouTube, I can probably do it for a little bit longer. Because YouTube, it's not that much harder. Live is a little harder. I actually don't. There's only one game that really is the bane of my existence, and that's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I really don't like. I love that game, but I also hate it at the same time. That game is like really hard to play. I do not have Aladdin for Genesis, but I do have it for Super Nintendo, and I know that a lot of people don't like that one because the game was changed on purpose because of the sword. So instead, you throw apples now. Hey, Moose. Moose is in the house. Hey, Amelia. I do not own Resident Evil 3. I'm currently working on what's taking me so long to create the Patreon account, guys, so you guys can start requesting stuff and help support us, is I'm having to type out all the games we own. And I'm finding out it's a lot to type. Like, I don't have too much help, so a lot of this I'm doing all by myself. So it's taking me a long time to catalog what games we own for what consoles, so that you guys can skim through the list and be like, oh, okay, I want Artie Lightfoot played for Super Nintendo, or hey, for shits and giggles, let's have him play Ghosts and Goblins for Sega Genesis. Like, but it's like you'll have to look through about 2,000 games, you know? I do not own Silent Hill. I've been looking for a copy for a while. I can't seem to find one. And currently I can't afford to buy a copy right now. I'm actually currently tapped out. Do not own Strider for Genesis either, or The Punisher. Those are gaming titles I've been trying to rely on you guys to donate for us, so we can actually have a copy. Taking a photo would probably take just as long as typing out, because I am a fast typer, because I took typing classes in high school. So typing is not an issue for me. The issue is more or less oh my glob. Just let me do what I'm supposed to do. Oh no, he's gonna push this off because I'm supposed to throw the buggies in his mouth. I'm just gonna have to fall down. Audio typing, yeah, you know what that would... I'd have to download a program from Microsoft for my computer, but I'm sure I could probably do it. But like, I have something like almost 2,000 games to catalog. This guy kind of reminds me of the Great Mighty Pooh. Don't know why. Must be the teeth. Okay, I can't play Turok games because I'll be puking because it gives me motion sickness. I do own quite a few wrestling games. Most of the ones I own are for the Nintendo 64. Yeah, the wrestling games for Nintendo 64 were like the best wrestling games ever. Actually, today at a local place that I like to go to called Frankensons, they had the old school wrestler Mick Foley there doing signings. Wow, really? You beat Jurassic Park? That's actually a pretty hard game. Alright, well this area is nice and clear. Let's head on to the next area. The barrel shield. What? I was behind that barrel shield. I call bullshit on that one. NBA Street for GameCube, I do not. I do have NBA Jam, Alan. I have it, several different versions of it. So which version of NBA Jam are we talking about? Because I have NBA Jam for Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I also have it for the Sega CD. And then I also have NBA Jam Tournament Edition for Super Nintendo. Then, oh fuck me. Then I also have it for NBA Jam Tournament Edition for the Sega Saturn. And they all play a little bit differently, and they all have slightly different rosters. Well, the original one was released on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. So it's really like pick your poison, you know? Are you a Genesis player or are you a Super Nintendo player is what it comes down to at that point. Honestly though, in my opinion though, the NBA Jam for Super Nintendo is better, but that's just because I'm a Super Nintendo fanboy. I actually don't own NFL Blitz for Nintendo 64 or PlayStation. And the reason being is because I don't buy sports games that often. Echo the Dolphin. I actually own that for Genesis. And I also own it for Sega CD. The Sega CD one is different. Like, it plays the same, but it's got, like, enhanced graphics. See you, Chris. Oh, Chris, if I wish I owned Toe Jam and Earl, but I don't. Yeah, I don't own any of the Toe Jam and Earl games at all. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't mind sports games that often. There's a few of them that I actually like. I like, what is it? Monday Night Football? ABC Monday Night Football for Super Nintendo. That one's actually pretty decent. Oh yeah, and what was that other one? That's a Genesis game. Mutant League Football, that one's good. Mutant League Hockey's good too. Of course, Artel. I played Smash Brothers not that long ago. Oh, that's a really good one, Anastasia. Oh yeah, of course I have. I actually own that for the NES, Mylon's Secret Castle. I actually even have get this. I actually own the what is it fucking called? The Nintendo Power magazine that has the walkthrough on how to play that game. Did you tell him that we call you Jake from State Farm? Oh my god. Then I guess he knows now that we call your dad Jake from State Farm. We've been calling him that for like a while now. Hey Jake from State Farm. Think your wife would think that was funny or no? I'm guessing probably not. You know, okay, so Artel, let's play a little trivial game here. Which game are you talking about for Metal Gear Solid? Please say khakis. He's usually wearing sports shorts and a tank top. Okay, so yes, I do own Metal Gear Solid for the PS1. Would I play it? Possibly, if like somebody requests it via Patreon. Wait, what am I missing out on? Oh wow. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid has been acclaimed as one of the best Konami games released during the time period in which it was. I wear pants every once in a while. Not very often though. Just ask my ex-wife. No, that wouldn't be the reason why we're divorced. It'd be because of other reasons. It's actually kind of funny, Alan. You'll actually be meeting her. If you actually legitimately go to LA Comic-Con, you'll meet her. Because we're still friends, but you know, we're not together. Hey, what's up, May? I like it's another Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, my luck with ladies is about as look, it could be raining pussy from the sky, and my luck is I'll get hit in the face by the one dick that falls out of the sky. That's my luck. Yeah, it's pretty much just a State Farm joke. That's all it is. Oh, there's no trouble. I just don't try. I put zero effort. Zero effort equals zero disappointment. Now, there's a few people that I talk to that I'm interested in, but like as far as like putting like a lot of effort, I know better than to do that because that just leads to disappointment. And a lot of times I just like I put a little bit of effort and like minimal effort, and then I'm just like, all right, if they don't do anything about that, then that's not my problem. Yeah, I would say that's pretty solid logic, honestly. Like, I'm not wrong. I think that was like the third or fourth time we died right now. It's not too bad. Dating is overrated. It's not overrated if it's with the right person, and you're awfully young to be saying that. I'm 30 years old. I've dated a lot of people. I know what to look for when how people act, and how you'll find out when you become an adult that a lot of adults will tend to if something better comes along, they'd rather go and do that than do whatever it was that they said that they would go and do with you. A lot of adults are like that, sadly. That's usually people in my age group that tend to be like that. I don't know how people are in your age group, which is kind of scary because you guys are the next coming generation after I hit 40. Because because 10 years from now, you'll be in your 20s. Or at least later in your 20s. Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, Dakota's what you would call a millennial, Jake. And I don't know how you raised your son, but most millennials have a lot of problems with attention span. I recently read a psychology report on millennials, and it doesn't look good, because they went over them entering the workforce and labor jobs and whatnot, and it didn't look, the report didn't look exactly very good. Well, see, like, when I grew up, there was no internet. There was no cell phones. There was no tablets. Not every household had a computer. Not everybody had cable. There was very few houses had touch-tone dial phones. The phones with buttons on them. Not everybody had that. So, my house had a rotary phone for a long time. So, I was taught that if you want something done, you do it. It's not gonna just happen and nobody's gonna hand you anything. And, you know, some millennials, not all of them, but some of them, are entering the workforce because they did sports and got participation trophies, etc., or got passed along through their grades because Bill Clinton passed, when I was younger, the No Child Left Behind Act, which was not good because a lot of kids who were doing bad got pushed through. So because of stuff like that, a lot of kids learned that they don't have to work very hard to get what they want. And they're entering the workforce with very little attention spans. And and everything is fast. Everything is right now. Everything is an addiction, pretty much. You know, everything happens right this second. I don't know if that makes any sense. Fuck. Well, I didn't say it was everyone, Blake. Like, I could show you something, like if you and I ever hung out, I could show you really good examples at my local malls. By what I mean, how kids act, how everything should just be handed to them, and you would be completely shocked that our social ecosystem in my area is completely trash. Millennials are only covered through the time span of 1994 and up. I was born in 1987, so I'm considered a late, early 90s kid. Like a late 80s, early 90s child. That's good. That means your father, unlike some millennial parents, parents that raise millennial children, you know, he did what he was supposed to. He remembered, because some millennial parents, just like parents who are raising millennial children, they don't do what your dad did. Like, it's just, it doesn't. Oh, I should have pulled that out with the, never mind. I'll figure this out. So it's just, remember, like, some kids want technology to do everything for them. And I think that we've been really, like, even adults, like all of us adults, think about it. All of us have been pretty spoiled with, think about this, adults that are in the room, that all of us that are older here. We've all been spoiled by technology. We have. Like, think about it. We all have cell phones. We always have them in our pockets. What's the first thing we do when we wake up in the morning? We check our phone. We don't make conversations with people. Like, if we have a loved one next to us, what's the first thing we do? We look at our phone. Instant gratification. Bingo. Instead of, like, waking up, turning to the person that you woke up next to and going, "Hi, how are you doing today?" People are not engaging in conversations as much anymore. I've been to business meetings, being that I've started this business with Retrobit and other companies, because I've been approached with like, you know, using their product and talking to you guys about it. And I'm there waiting in the hall, and all I see is a bunch of people sitting around that are waiting to be seen, sitting on their cell phones instead of going, "Hi, how you doing?" Well, you know that memo that should have gotten done? Yeah, I need a little help with that. Nobody's doing that anymore. And people are just, so it's just we've lost a lot of stuff now. Fuck, I should have waited. Yeah, the most recent study, Steven, that I've seen that are considered for millennials is 1994 to 2000. First thing you do is yell and wake your kids up. Well, that's because you and I are in that age bracket where we don't look at our phones first thing we wake up. Lately, I have been, because I'm the owner of this page, and I have to keep up on it and YouTube. Yeah, I know quite a few kids that have things handed to them on a silver platter. And they're what they call silver spoon kids. There was a few of those kids when I was growing up. There's a lot more of them than there used to be. Fuck! I keep fucking up on this level. You're 37 years old, Jake? Whoa. Like, that means you were 20 years old when you had Dakota. You got married young. Well, that's the thing, though, is a lot of the millennials that are in that age bracket from 94 on up, is they've often admitted that their relationships with people, whether they're friendship or sexual, is purely it's purely superficial. It doesn't mean anything. And if something better were to come along, that they would much rather go and do that. What the fuck me? I don't know if they think it's a game moose, but it's because everything has to happen now. They didn't learn patience like the rest of us did. That's the thing, though. We live in a world now where everything happens like in an instant, in a heartbeat. How fast do we get the news? Well, we get the news now, whereas before we had to wait to get the news. If we live in what's considered the age of information, which means everything happens instantaneously. You know, you first thing you wake up in the morning, you look at your phone, you have notifications from Facebook, you have text messages from your friends, you have phone calls that you may have missed. You know, it's things like that. Like we're so connected, but yet so distant from all of us. Oh my god, it took us that long to get to the frickin' halfway point. Oh my glob. Yeah, I honestly think that a lot of us should take time away from our cell phones, away from like internet, social media of every sort, and just take time to disconnect and reconnect with people. Unfortunately, being that this is my second job, I'm kind of forced to have to use technology on a daily basis. So that is really not much of an excuse. I would like to take a week off, but I feel like you guys would be like really out of entertainment for a while. That look he makes, that's so funny. Ouch! Ay caramba. Ay harambe. That's supposed to be a dark joke. I love that he screams. It's so funny. I like how that still counted as hitting him, but it also counted as me being hit. Son of a bitch, monkeys and apes. Alright guys, I'm gonna try. I should be able to get this, and then I gotta save. that face he makes. It's that face I make when I drink whiskey straight. You would probably know this face if you ever were to party with me, Alan. Fuck me. Ay, caramba. Fuck! And it looks like my cell phone just died in front of me, so I cannot see your comments anymore. So guys, just kind of talk amongst yourselves. Don't forget that I know you guys are there. I just can't see what you guys are saying because the computer screen is super far away from me right now. So. Oh fuck. Just enjoy me struggling, trying to kill this fucking big ass spider. And for those of you who live in Southern California, please check out LA Comic-Con in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, folks. LA Comic-Con, Los Angeles Convention Center. You gotta check it out. We're not doing any official meet and greets, but we will be there working, filming. If you guys are interested in coming and hanging out, I don't care. We're gonna be filming and interviewing cosplayers. It's funny, one of you guys actually emailed me and was like, hey, would you guys sign with my Nintendo cartridge? And I'm just like, sure. I don't mind. It's a little strange, but sure. Oh, my glob. Yeah, I'm actually gonna try and get either a picture with Stanley or have him sign one of my Spider-Man comics from the 1960s. Oh, I always forget you can't jump very high in this game. Fuck! Fuck! Oh, this is frustrating. The only comics I actually own that are signed by anyone is I have Kevin Eastman, who signed my my Ninja Turtle comics from the 1980s, the original series. I actually posted pictures of it when I went, and I was standing in line. I talked with his wife. She's a pretty cool lady. She said the other guy, Laurard, I think is how you say his name, the other guy that worked on Ninja Turtles, he doesn't he doesn't come out and do conventions simply because he doesn't like flying. And he doesn't like sitting in a bus very long. And if you guys look in the background right there, she's playing a Nintendo 64. Alright, we're all saved. I don't have to worry about getting a game over and we lose all of our progress. Kind of remember this boss being a pain in the ass. He's almost harder than King K. Rool himself. Which, by the way, I can only get the one ending on this game. I cannot get the second secret ending on this. The second ending on this game is like really near impossible to do. At least in my opinion. Fuck! Really? That counted? That's why, like, when somebody's like, oh yeah, I did it, I got 103% in this game, I'm just like, well, send me a picture of it. Oh, well, the battery died. I'm just like, well, then I don't believe you. Oh. Fuck! Oh, don't cry, Dixie. What the fuck me? Oh my glob. Well, it was bound to happen. This has been considered to be one of the harder of the ones in the series, and I almost agree. I actually have less trouble with the first one and the second one than this one. This one, for whatever reason, gave me trouble. I'm not sure why. Oh boy, it's already not looking good. Fuck me, fuck. Alright. Got my game face on. I'm gonna do it. Really? Oh my god. I am like got internal rage going on, and I am trying not to break this controller because it's an expensive controller. Okay, so I don't know how you guys have been, if any of you guys been keeping up with the price market of anything, but Super Nintendo stuff is extremely expensive. Super Nintendo, original, good, working Super Nintendo remotes that are not discolored or anything, they're like $20 to $25 now, where they used to be like $10. So it's like, I can't break a $25 controller because I don't have $25 to replace it. Wow. Totally jumped into that like how I do when I play Sunset Riders. Oh my glob, really? Really, Dixie? There we go. That's what I'm muffing about. Wow. Fuck, I'm always forgetting right there. You can't do that. Ugh! Try and avoid the green fucking things, and then here comes the legs hitting me at the top of my head. Oh man. This fucking spider is being the bane of my fucking existence right now. And we got another game over because I tried 5 fucking times and I couldn't even do it in 5 more fucking times. Alright. I am determined. I'm not giving up. There's no way in hell I'm giving up. I played this game way too much and I've beaten the whole game way too many times. I just don't remember the spider. That's my problem right now. I'm just like, what the spider? The spider. Don't remember the spider. You know? I think even in the Game Boy Advance version I had problems with it. Because that's how I used to practice these games, is I had the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance versions of these games. Motherfucking legs! Alright, alright. Got my game face on. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. Let's do this. It's like just when I think I get the pattern down, he spits out the green balls in a very peculiar way that I haven't seen before. Alright, we've done it 3 times now. I believe that rare... Fuck! I always do that on that one. Rare does it in a very strange way, for sure. Why? Alright, alright. Gotta be chill, man. Gotta be chill. What? That's what I should have did in the first place with her, but no. Oh my glob. I don't know if you guys can realize it, but or sense it. My rage is real. Oh my god, those legs. I've never said that about anybody, and I'm not about to. But I'm saying it about these goddamn spider. Them legs. Actually, not a leg guy. Not really into legs. Oh my glob. Fuck yeah. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go back and save. We're at 12%. I guess that's not bad. Will do, Grandma. We'll keep an eye out for them banana birds. And alright, folks. I'm going to go ahead and end tonight. So thank you for joining us here at Retro Plastic Gaming for our beginning play of Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Super Nintendo. Be sure to check, for those of you who haven't already, be sure to come and check us out on YouTube and our Instagram. We try and post every single day. Thank you for joining us here. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll be back tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.